apps.
Mm-hmm. Yo, we live. How many people tuning in, man? How many people tuning in? Okay, Patrick, you said you was tuning in. You better get on, boy. Let's see. We're going to give it a little bit of time. Let's put some music on. Let's put some music on. What's good, people? We late. I know it. We're supposed to come early, before 12. Thursday's show, but it's a good one today.
That's Bruce's fault, man.
See, that's the lies. That's the lies. That's the lies. I've been ready.
Don't let them fool y'all.
We late because of D-Boy, man. We late because of D-Boy.
Don't believe this guy.
Tell the truth, man. Tell the truth. Hey, who was that who just signed on? Who was that who just signed on? Type us something. Tell us something. We about to get started right now. Get ready for a nice show. Oh, Sean Small, my peoples. What's good, homie? What's good? Good to see you. You ready for this one? I know you saw the caption. You know what this is going to be about. Let's give you the intro. You ready? All right, we here. Hello, YouTube. Cheers and welcome to the basement. My name is Bruce Lively.
And I'm D-Boy Slim.
And the basement is the first daily hip-hop debate show. From Tuesday through Friday, we talk with the most intriguing topics in hip-hop culture and the world around it. So welcome back, basement family. Last week, we did the best freestyle of the year. And then immediately after that, the Black Thought Funk Flex freestyle came out. And it looked like we had another contender. We had something else to think about.
Reevaluate those lists.
Well, listen, looking back, I think we still made the right choices. But now, we just got an awesome versus series for you. Wait till you hear who we pit against Black Thought. Listen, you're not ready. But before we get started, you already know what it is. Don't forget to support your local and online black businesses, people. Let's keep that dollar circulated in our community. One way you can do that is by buying from the Fleetwood Spice Collection. TheFleetwoodSpiceCollection.com. Go there, get it. It's cheap. It's supporting your black businesses. You know you've wanted to all this time.
Come on.
Krit a monster. You're right. You're going too fast, Sean Small. We ain't tell him yet. Here we go. Today's question: Black Thought freestyle on Funk Flex versus Big K.R.I.T freestyle on LA Leakers. With that being said, let go.
Well,
yeah.
Let me first say that Krit freestyle was nothing short of classic.
Classic.
I sat there and studied and analyzed the freestyle a couple of times now. And a lot of good things stick out with that freestyle. Just the fact that he's a Southern country artist, as he proclaims to be.
Meridian, Mississippi. Y'all don't want to come down there and hang, he said.
Chose to rap over the classic Jay-Z beat. Nice.
You making my point for me, man.
Nice selection. Nice. However,
okay,
the wordsmith, classic, conventional, East Coast.
You may have to speak up a little bit on the live show.
Your boy Thought.
Black Thought.
He never disappoints. A lot of people was in the uproar about the freestyle, and Bruce pointed out the fact, it's probably because we just haven't heard from Thought in a while, is why people were in the uproar. But to those who know, this is just what Thought does. Like, when the conversation, excuse me if I'm low, I'm speaking low. When the conversation comes up about who's who and who's the nicest, I'm quite sure Bruce would tell you, like, Thought name, if I don't say it or if Bruce doesn't say, I think he's underrated overall, career-wise. I think he's underrated. But his name usually comes up when you start talking about the best MCs, especially when you talk about ciphers and freestyle. You check a lot of the BET ciphers, and Thought had one of the best performances. With that being said, I got Thought in this battle right here, simply because One, he stayed in pocket so long.
Yes, it was mad long.
And if you know Thought, like the guy's rap name is Black Thought, so he raps so intelligently for a long time, like for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Classic Mobb Deep beat he chose to rhyme over, and he tore it down. He you know, it wasn't really nothing outside of what Thought usually does, but like I said, he did it so long, so consistent, and so precise. Usually when Thought does that, there's not too many people that can match that type of flow that he's coming with. But yeah, in this particular battle, like I said, I want to reiterate, I thought Krit's freestyle was crazy, but the Thought, like I said, that was it was, you know, people are starting to want to reevaluate, was that the best freestyle of the year? You know, I had Mice on, a couple, what was that, a week or so ago.
A week ago.
The show, and we said what was the best freestyle of the year. But people started reevaluating and saying, you know what about that Thought flow? And it was just that good.
Listen, Thought was dead nice. When I heard it, the first thing I said was, yo, we have to reevaluate this thing. We have to. There's a dude who commented on another show who we was talking back and forth, and he was like, y'all need to scrap that thing that y'all did, the best freestyle of the year, because you didn't include Thought. He wasn't out yet. Listen, we went back and thought about it. We had the right choices. And I'm going to say this. Black Thought came with the double entendres, with the all of the lyrical and what was it? Poetic, the poetic jumping jacks that you could do, the exercises. I mean, metaphors, entendres, and going back to the history. Let me tell you something. There's something that just takes a little bit more than that. That just happens to beat that. Because not many people could have beat that. But Big K.R.I.T on the LA Lakers freestyle had heart. I'm telling you, there's something that touches me more when a dude is telling you his personal story. His personal story of what it was like to come out in the industry coming from the mud. Yeah, they both talked about mumble rap, slick like. They both talked about the new guys coming out and the steps that need to be reached. But the way that Krit did it, when he was like, they was radio as fuck, and I had something to say, but y'all didn't play it. That's just the way that he did his life was amazing. It wasn't just amazing, it was over a classic Jay-Z beat that nobody touches unless you plan on being amazing. He chose it for that reason. He proved himself. Big K.R.I.T has been a monster. Sean Small, you tell him. Sean Small just said Big K.R.I.T a monster, but what he did on that freestyle, you said it before, it was the Pimp C vocalization with Andre 3000 lyrics. Anything that you're gonna blend, if you can do that, you're up on the list. It was crazy. And then not only that, he did something that Black Thought didn't do. Black Thought went a long time. Big K.R.I.T halfway through changed the entire beat, came back, and started rapping on a completely different syllable test. Completely different. And killed that. Yeah, they both had breath control. Big K.R.I.T had it more on that one. He did. It was crazy. The way he was rapping went like at least 3 or 4 different styles. And then when they changed the beat, it went to another 4th or 5th. It was crazy. And not saying nothing against Black Thought, that's one of the greatest. It just so happened to be Big K.R.I.T on LA Lakers killed it. The best mix of the Southern style with classic hip hop lyrics, heartfelt, off the cuff, hard on your sleeve lyrics that touched your soul. Despite all the history and the Africanisms and the great big words, which Krit also had, despite that you have with Black Thought, there's something different when somebody gives you their life story and means it in every word. It was classic. Big K.R.I.T has to have it.
I'll tell you what also gets it for me with Black Thought.
What's that?
At a certain point, I wouldn't dare guess the minutes, but at a certain point, 4 or 5 minutes into it, you could actually tell that Thought was coming off the head. There's a point in this freestyle where he says,
I don't know, man.
Yo, flex, such and such, like. And I told Bruce, it is a point in his freestyle when you could tell he's conventionally freestyling, like he's coming off the head with this, and he's staying in pocket.
Listen, the beauty of doing it live is I can show you right here. Let's see what you're talking about. I don't know.
Before can we afford? It's like a Sharia law on my Sharia more. How much hypocrisy can people possibly adore? But ain't nobody working on a cure. My young boy, y'all just regular. I'm an apex predator.
That's Black Thought.
Etc. Nevertheless, I got a message and left. One dead messenger. Yep, my pen is Henry Kissinger. Buzz Bissinger. Look, my cop.
Listen.
Look at Flex.
Look at Flex's face.
That says it all right there.
He's like, whoa. And I'm telling you, it's great. It's great. But
that says it all. That's somebody that's seen every MC walk through the
because I
building.
bleed royal. Go through the veins to the brain, fabulous and strange.
Let's see where we can find where he's freestyling, because I'm not sure.
I Grammy Awards with the Roots. I never thought I would be getting long in the tooth. My OG told me, boy, you better go and live your truth. I am a walking affirmation. That imagination and focus and paces get you closer to your aspiration. And just because they give you shit don't mean you have to take it. My words capture greatness. Sworn affidavits.
So let me tell you what I'm saying about that. Now, first of all, that's a point that I would have to concede. I've still had to listen to it again to make sure he was freestyling. It did seem like at a certain point halfway through, in order to keep going, he was coming off the top.
Nah,
he started to reiterate older rhymes, and you could tell he was coming off the top. Okay, fine, I'll give you that. That's a skill that is hard to do. But you hear everything he's saying there. It's esoteric. Everything is knowledge that you maybe could use, maybe not. It's things that sound good together.
Definitely use it.
Well, it sounds good together, but there's something different when a dude is telling you his life story and means it. It's like reading a novel of one that says based on a true story and one that was made up.
Nah, I thought I told you it's true. You didn't hear me?
Well, he didn't tell the story. He had a whole lot of stuff to say. But when
never thought that he would win a Grammy with the Roots.
No, I heard that. Halfway through. I mean, I heard it. But mainly what it's saying was esoteric knowledge. This is
hoes, cause wasn't none of y'all around when I was over the stove. You thinking about dope, I'm thinking too cold.
Wasn't none of y'all around when I was over the stove. You thinking about dope? No, I meant I was too cold. Wait a minute.
Shit froze, I've been through the most. Look how it shows. Look at these shows. I got to the highs for seeing the lows. You saying I changed, but really it's growth. Fuck what you know if you ain't a game changer. Old commentating ass niggas always talk but ain't playing, never balled out the bleachers. You get shook if you reaching, bought a crib and a whip off a beat and a feature when you finally get this money. You see just how they treat you when you get it out the mud.
Get it out the mud. But then not only, I mean, listen to the style, listen to the cadence, listen to what he's got. But then they did this. When he did this, it was over with for me compared to the Black Thought. This change right here, put it over the top.
I'm seeing dope. Your husband your chip.
Now, Krit,
hold on.
Here we go.
I got new album out right now. It's a double.
Check it out.
Check
out how it changed.
I got the bed and I want me a chip. My flow a chopper, a beam in a clip. Stuck in the trunk of a car with some thump. Why you jump out the window when they go a cliff? I'm the ghost of the crack that was stuffed in the hubs.
Breath control.
You was meant for a rubber. I double the double cup. I'm seeing dope. Your husband nigga, get the fuck out my huddle. Break. I seen it. I seen it. I seen it. Clip. Being humble and shit when you being feared. I'm an old soul. We ain't even peers. Niggas talk at top 5 like I ain't even here.
What?
That's how I go when you do the most.
Listen, man. The changes. He may not have been freestyling off the top, and Black Thought gets that. I give him that. Put the pin in that joint. The changes in the styles, the heartfelt nature of the full story from beginning to end. That wins it, man. It's Got to, right?
Thought. What do y'all think?
Krit, what do y'all think? Please tell us. Leave it right down there in the comment section. Thank you, Sean Small. Thank you, Cleopatra. I hope you was watching. Everybody else, when you do see this, check those 2 freestyles out for yourself. This is hip-hop at its greatest. This is what we do. I got a shout-out, though. We got a new subscriber. I just want to say his name, man. He's the one actually always out bombing. He's the one who told us we had to come back and do another freestyle joint. So this is for you. Always out bombing. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you subscribing. It's time. It's late, man. It's late. I'm glad we could bring this to you. Don't forget, holla at your boy if you need the beats. Team Box Cutter Beats. All of that. We out of here. What's good?
You pretty much said it all. We off this.
Let us know. Leave them comments. Peace.